Good morning. We're at Lincolnshire Light Coast Railway. Calvin here is going to give you a little demonstration and a tour if his voice keeps in. We're just going to walk around with Calvin and listen to what he's got to say.
Right, this is the Ashover coach. It was built in 1924 for the Ashover to Claycross Railway in Derbyshire. And we got it in 1961. And we run two here at the moment. This one for passengers, and we have another one which is being refurbished. If you'd like to follow me inside. You can see here a QR code which you can scan with your mobile phone, and it will give you the history of this particular carriage. If you'd like to follow me through the other end. Right, this carriage, this is a 1917 D-class open wagon that was used in France during the First World War. Again, we have the QR code on the end of the carriage for people with phones. But the main thing about this carriage is, if you look down here, these holes were caused by shrapnel from German artillery during the First World War. There's those, there's some more there. Right, we'll just move on to the next one. Right, the third coach that we're using this morning, this is the Nocton coach. It started life exactly the same as that one. But after the war, the military sold all their railway stock off, and one of the largest people to buy them was the owners of the Nocton farming estate, which is just outside Lincoln. And like I say, this carriage started life the same as that one, but then the owner of the estate decided that he wanted his staff to build it as you see it now, except that when he built it, inside there was apparently 6 swivel chairs, leather swivel chairs, a gun rack at one end and a drinks cabinet at the other end, and the owner of the estate would take his friends around the estate on shooting parties. And again, we got this carriage about 1961, and again we've had it refurbished so we can use it for passenger service.
And today we're here, obviously you're opening a new station, yes?
Yes, we are.
Can you tell us a bit about this?
Well, the new station, the building that is on it was originally the office for the coal office for the Skegness station, and it was next to the actual station, and it was built in the 1880s. Then about 1947, the Ellis brothers bought the building and moved it down to Lansdowne Road and used it for the office for the Ellis Brothers Construction Company. And then Ellis Brothers gave us the building to put on the new station, and that's what we're going to be opening today, the building and the station.
I can remember a coal office in Skeggy because, as most people know, born and bred in Skeggy. The one I can remember was where the mobility shop is now, near the train station.
Oh, next to the toilet?
Yes, that used to be the coal shop where we'd take a pram, get a bag of coal, take it home to my mum.
Well, this one was on the other side of the station from there.
Right, yeah. And I can remember a long time ago going to Boston on an old steam train to get to Boston Hospital. You know, they were the days.
Yeah.
You know, trains are okay now, but I think we still miss the steam trains.
Oh, definitely. Well,
But-
hopefully today we'll have our steam engine out, and you'll be able to have a ride behind that.
And we'll be taking a trip on that later on once the mayor gets here, and you know, you'll be able to watch all this later on. Again, if you're in Skeg, you're watching this. If you're down on holiday, come on here, come on the Water Leisure Park. It's dead across the road from Butlins, just walks down Wharf Lane there, and you can get in and have a go on the train. Come and see them, very friendly. Thank you. We're here with Peter, and we're on the train Jurassic. Peter, give us a bit of a rundown about it.
It's not a train, it's a locomotive.
Well, there you go, I've got it wrong again.
We enthusiasts get very hot under the collar about that. So this is a steam locomotive built in 1903 by Peckett's in Bristol. Worked all its life in England, which is very unusual for a lot of steam locos. And it was bought for the princely sum of £50 by the railway in 1960. It came to Lincolnshire and has been here ever since. That £50 is probably a six-figure sum now.
Probably.
And it costs a lot of money to maintain. The cost of coal and oil is just a minimal amount, but every 10 years we have to do boiler repairs, and we're just starting an appeal for the next 10-year overhaul that will happen in 2 years' time.
And how long have you been running this one?
How long have I personally? I started volunteering here in 1964,
64.
on and off. Other things get in the way, like marriages and so on. And the railway in that time has been in 3 different locations. It started off at Humberston near Grimsby, moved to the other side of the road to extend it, and then very sadly in the middle 80s it died. And it was put into storage at Burley Marsh and was reopened here in 2009. So the railway itself has had quite a checkered history of on and off and on and off. But since we came here we've managed to rebuild things and put things back together. So it is a full-time hobby for some of us now.
And today we're travelling to a new station. What's going to be open?
Right, yes, Seathorne Bank is the end of the line. The railway doesn't usually have much of a second station. We usually only have one. So it's quite a novelty for us now to actually have buildings in the station at both ends. So Seathorne is just a quiet spot nearly in the middle of nowhere. Quite interesting.
Good morning. We're with Alford Morris Dancers, and your name is?
My name is Les Ellis. I am the elected squire of this team, and you're elected every year.
Hold on then, I better tip me out, Squire.
You can, sir. I've been with this team for probably 17 years, and dancing for 43 years. So once you start doing it, it's brilliant. Particularly interested in coming here today, because when I was a little lad in the 60s, I used to spend all my pocket money running up and down on this train, and it was up at Humberston. So I was very pleased that they've actually brought it back down here, done a wonderful job with this station at Walls Lane and the new station which we're commemorating opening today. So it's a bit of a memorable day for me, as well as an enjoyable Morris dancing day.
We're not going to ask you how old you are, but you've been coming here since you were 6, you say?
Now, when it started at Humberston,
Humberston.
that's where this railway started.
So there you go, a bit more news for you. We've just had a tour around the carriages, showing us the shrapnel holes, you know, and how they were built, which is all interesting information. So once again, if you're watching this video, come and join it. You don't have to come in and say, oh, there's no events on today, I'm going. You can have a ride on the Light Coast Railway there, and that'll take you How far does it go now?
It goes about 1.5 miles to the new
Mile and a half,
station.
so you know,
Yeah.
and it will bring you back as well, unless you upset them, then they chuck you off.
The railway carriages were built in about 1910. They were on the Ashbourne Light Railway in Derbyshire, which is where I'm come from, as you can tell by my accent. Nice to see you.
Thank you
Have a
very
good
much.
day there.
Morning, this is Swineshead Brass Band, is it?
Silver Band.
Silver Band. So this is how rubbish I am. And again, we're still at the Light Coast Railway. This is Barbara. She's going to fill you in a little bit on what's going off with the band today.
Right, this morning we've been invited to play 2 sessions to celebrate the opening of the new station here at this lovely railway. The band was established in 1886 in Swineshead, so we have a long history. We are really looking forward to this outdoor event. We've got a really good programme to play, wide variety of music, some of it train orientated, so we hope that everybody who comes will enjoy it.
Thank you very much, Barbara.
Thank you.
Hang on, go again. So this is Adrian. He had one job to do. He had to pull the chain, and he can't get it working.
We're in Hey!
So Jimmy, you're here, Light Coast Railway.
Yeah,
So are you looking forward to this day?
absolutely. It's fantastic. I used to live not far from here. And, it's brilliant. It's amazing what they've achieved, to be honest. It really is. I'm really looking forward to it.
And the train's just left without us, look.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, new station opening. We've had a tour by the station master this morning, showing us the shrapnel in the carriages and everything.
Yeah.
Knows a lot, but he loses his voice, so everything's barcoded now. So if you're here, you've got your mobile phone, you can click on the barcode, and it'll give you the information you need. So another way of getting people to realise what's going on here. And if you can say anything, I've got Adrian here. Look, Adrian, District Councillor.
Good morning.
And
County Councillor.
County Councillor, not District then. Again, that's me, got it wrong again. And if you can tell people anything to get the backsides down here and have a look at the place, what would you say? And don't just do what I've just said.
Well, come on down. They've got so many good things. They've got bars, restaurants, and they've also got this fantastic train. They've got a coal house from, I think it's 1887, I do believe, which is part of the Seathorne Bank station, which we'll be travelling through later. And I'm really looking forward to getting on the train. And it'll be fantastic. Come on down. What are you going to be waiting for?
Adrian?
Yeah, I've just had a little word with John Chappell.
Yeah, we saw you. You've actually got to watch the train
John
now.
Chappell sent us the invitation. He's worked for us since a long time. It's quite emotional, really, because this is one of Fred Ellis. This is one of his dreams, and he's fulfilled it today, so it's quite an emotional day. I mean, they've got a ticket office in there. The guy who's doing the tickets, he's been part of this railway since, I believe, 1960, something like that, 1960s, well, early 60s. Yeah. It's a massive part of Lincolnshire heritage, from the lightweight railway to the old coal house that the train runs round to. So it's a huge part of the Lincolnshire's history, and I think it's very valuable. And I think you've got to commend this company that have brought so much infrastructure and development and into the town, giving people more options. And this itself, come on down, it's £1 for a child and £2 for an adult.
What can you get for £1 nowadays?
An amazing train ride.
Yeah, I was going to say, what can you get for £1?
And by the way, I was fortunate enough to be the first to pip the what's it called, John?
I don't think it's pipping.
John, give him an idea. He's pipping the horn. He's pipping the horn. Let's get some terminology on this. So,
Pipping the horn.
he's pipping the horn. So, let's put it this way, he pulled the chain, but he was still stood on it.
It was fantastic. It was a fantastic moment in a 120-year-old bus.
But again, what we're actually saying, it's water leisure park.
That's water leisure.
I don't know the weather dress, but look for it. It's water leisure park. Come on down.
Walls Lane.
Walls Lane, not Wharf Lane, it's Walls Lane. Yes. And you can go on the train. If family of 5, it's going to cost you £5. you know,
Yeah.
what can you get for a fiver
You can either
nowadays?
come here, you can go camping, and then you can go on the train.
So,
So much you can do.
you know, once you see it, Google it, go on Facebook, look for it, Water Leisure, and come on down, have a look.
See you soon.
I've been kicking all over the country, all over the world.
Now this one was restored, well, it took obviously several years to restore.
See, I told you
When
somebody
the
loves me.
engine
John
comes
brought
back,
me some
it
flowers.
comes up, there might be some movement in the carriage. Okay. Just be aware of that.
Have you got any seat belts? We need seat. Here we go.
It's a good thing we've got to stabilise one.
Yeah, this is it, isn't it? Double plane.
drivers.
Later, it's finally come back to a railway. So that build 80 years, sorry, yeah. So that building has had a heck of a history, and we're pleased and proud to be able to put it on the Lincolnshire Coastal Line Railway for future generations to see and use. We've already got some signs in there, some posters up, various things on the railway and its history, and we're adding to that to make I'd like to thank
pleasure to open this station today. There is so much history here. I would personally like to thank the Ellis brothers who started it out, really. The grant funding, fantastic. All the volunteers who have put the effort in, and you can clearly see what happens when you work together, what you can really achieve. The local tradesman, Mark, who's done a fantastic job on the building, and it is a great honour to open this today. So thank you very much for the invite. Welcome.
This way. Hang on.
Declare the Seathorne Bank train station open. Thank you. Did I do it too quick?
No, I was that way.
Can I just say thank you to John for all his hard work helping achieve this, because it's brilliant. Thank you, John. Thank you. Am I right to come in?
One member of staff were in there running this huge business.
Yeah.
And have pretty much built Skegness, developed all these water leisure parks, helped us with the admin on the railway.
Wow.
I mean,
It is, it's amazing really, isn't it?
and it wasn't as big as this because the back end had been taken off and put
Really?
into a brick building.
Blimey. So how many desks was in there then, do you think?
Well, there was John's desk and a mountain of paper, and another desk for one of his staff did all the rental stuff because they got a property rental business. So I mean, there were people coming there and paying their rents or reporting problems. These photographs were taken. I'll see if I can find that.
Yeah.
About 25 of them, and we've got one surviving one in Rue. There is one in France on a really terrible railway in France.
All the way around. That's brilliant. Leave the token in.
Yeah.
Stand onto the plate itself.
Yeah.
It's go on the handle.
Yeah.
Pull this one back and hold it.
Now.
When get ready. Yeah.
Now.
Pull that. Yeah. Pull. That's it. Yeah. Then let go of that little lever. Just wiggle it. Make sure it's locked. That's great.
Yeah.
Just stand on the plate. And then raise your right hand. Right. Or your left hand. And it'll go.
I need to go back
Oh,
into the
right. Why would you do that?
That's what we were saying. You want to sound back and then you can do
Put it back.
that to
Yeah.
Jurassic.
That's great.
Yeah. Now do what?
Lock it. Take it out.
Yeah.
Hold that token in the air.
Oh, should we hand the key
Oh yeah, I'm the key. So Jim's just done it to get it in. Yes. And I'm going to do it to get it in.
You're going to release the steam now.
Don't put this.
Absolutely.
What?
This is why we got the train going over.
Right.
Yeah. So if you put the token in,
Put the token in.
so would that, it'll only go in one way.
That way.
Turn it round.
Essentially, it'll be
To the left, that's it.
Right.
Stuff. The train's clear.
So that, right, so the token moves the bar out of the way to get that over.
Yeah, otherwise it's so big.
Right, gotcha.
Different points clear now. Yeah. So again, if you pull this little brake back,
Right, so this is moving.
that's going to move those.
That outside.
That'll move those. Pull that back.
I'll stick the hand there.
Yeah.
Pull that.
Yeah. Both hands. That's it. Pull it back. Yeah, let go of the little brake. That's it. Just wiggle it, make sure it's locked in. Yeah. So if you just step back, one take clear, straight down to the driver. He's acknowledged that he's seen you, and it's going to come through.
Brilliant. That's wicked, isn't it?
Like a proper key. Correct.
Ah, right, so the key stays in till he's gone.
Yeah, we'll take it out because it's going to
Hope we've done this right.
So what we can do now,
Right.
get the point lever.
Point lever. Right, so now we're going to move it back to get the train out, aren't we?
Well, we're going to move it back to get that train in.
Ah, right, yeah.
Yeah, tip it right, push it forward,
Push it forward.
let go of the brake lever,
Right off the brake.
turn over the key.
Back round with the key. Only got one way. Job's a good one. Flip it over. There we
What
go.
we would normally do, the train would be there, we'd hold it on the system and say, clear to
Don't trip over the ambulance, man. So on the right hand side you'll see how stretcher cases were carried and walking wounded were on those benches there, and at each end there are sliding doors that enabled the medical orderlies to attend to the wounded as the train was making its way along. They used to use these at night because during the day, of course, the exhaust, even with the diesel, would be visible to the German artillery, and they could then get them in range and attack them less easy at night. And they used to use these to take back those men who had been assessed as being capable of recovery. I mean, there were some, sadly, who did not fall into that category. They'd then go to a staging hospital at the railhead, which would be about 12 to 15 miles from the trench, and then they were loaded into ambulance trains that ran to the ports in France and then transported back to England and taken by ambulance trains to hospitals and so on. This is the only...
Well, what an exciting day.
Absolutely brilliant, outstanding, the history involved in it, the volunteers who's worked on this, the local tradesmen, and obviously the grant funding have all come together and create this unique project. It's absolutely amazing.
I've got to say, what else can I say? I mean, we've had Morris dancers, we've had Swineheads, Silver Band. There's not a lot else you can say. It's a fantastic day, nice extension, nice little station. All we can say is, if you haven't seen it yet,
Oh, come down.
Get yourself down.
There's even some shrapnel holes in some of the in one of the trains. Absolutely brilliant.
So it's family of 5. Let's have a ride on the train. Going to cost you a £5.
Yeah.
What can you get for a £5 nowadays?
Not a lot. Well, you can get this, and this is like, it's brilliant. It really is. It's brought back quite a few memories for me.
So there you go. If you're down, look it up. Go on. We're going to get the desk now.
Walls Lane,
Walls Lane.
Water Leisure, Skegness Water Leisure. It's absolutely fantastic. Assuming you go to the main gate and you go and see the guys in there, they'll let you through, and then you can come on the train. Maybe check the site to see when it's open.
So there you go. If you're in Skeg, if you're on Butlins anywhere,
Yeah.
just nip over the road from Butlins.
Well worth it.
Come and have a ride on the
Have
train.
a look, a little bit of history.
Thank you very much.
Have a good day.